I'm going to go out on a limb. You may not agree with what I have to say. If so, that's okay. We can still be friends. I'm going to talk about the problems with heavy metal watch band bracelets. If you were to look at my very small collection of watches, whether it's this one that came with that metal bracelet, or this one which came with that metal bracelet, or this watch, or this watch. I've got leather bands on all of them. And I'll explain my problems with those metal bracelets. There's two factors that are problematic with a metal bracelet. Their lack of ability to fit a contour, a curved shape. And second of all, their lack of the fact that they're fat, that they're thick, okay? And as an example, I'll choose a good one. I mean, this is a nice band. It's a Casio, one of these. Now, here's the problem. It's not like you don't have flexibility from here to here. Oh, no, no. You don't have flexibility from there to there, which is almost, if we take a look on my wrist, the entire lower half of my wrist. And so you can see I have no flexibility from here all the way over to there. That creates other problems. It means that you have to be able to remove segments of the bracelet to get it to sit comfortably on your wrist so that it doesn't sit over to the one end too much or over to the other. And doing that, to get that setting correct, is no easy feat. You can get it on there, you can get the watch on, but is it going to lay properly in the right position up here? That's a harder adjustment than you might think. And of course, in this case, I do have the micro adjusters, the little dot holes, I can move it, and I have that. That's one problem. The other is I've just increased the thickness of the watch by not 1/4 of an inch, but I don't know, maybe, what do you think? 1/8 of an inch or a little bit more than that. And so again, my complaint is, yeah, I get that the bracelets look cool. It's also true the less expensive watches, actually the bands weigh less, which I'll call a plus. But it's just getting that setting so that the watch sits here properly. You know, there's really not a lot of leeway here. It's really going to have to be within 1/8 of an inch or 1/4 inch this way to get this up here lined up properly. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the fact that you got to move this section this way or this way to get this to lay properly on your hand. Okay, that's one kind of metal band. Let's take a look at another one that I feel is far superior. That's this type of a metal band, okay, that came on that Yummy Scheme. Okay, now why is this one a little superior? Because this is the only section that's not flexible. That one point right there, and then you come in with this, you lock it over like that, you close it, and there you go. But of course you do have two thicknesses of bands. Now, what do you have with a leather band? Okay, this is a sanded $5, $6 band off AliExpress on a Scheme, very inexpensive watch. It's actually a very nice looking watch, but it is totally flexible and can easily go around my hand, and I have no problem getting the watch centered in that position. It's not overly thick, and it breathes. I will also mention, if you are unlucky enough to get in a motorcycle accident with this type of band, they act like a knife and will actually cut your tissue all the way up to here, which happened to a friend of mine who wore leathers and a full face helmet but had on a metal watch band, and it actually required surgery due to the stripping of muscle tissue off the arm as this caught on the ground and just cut. Now, I realize that's a far thing, but it is a point. There are instances where a non-flexible unit is going to cause a problem. What would happen with a leather band? It would just break. It's just going to break right off because it's not that strong, nowhere near as strong as these bands here. So anyhow, that's why I'd say, all told, it is my view that while the metal bracelet offers an intriguing look, it's probably not a better band. There are other types of leather bands where they'll have leather out to here, and then they'll use one of those fold-over double lock clasps. But that has the same problem, an area that big that cannot shape. Okay, well, anyway, I just wanted to go over some of the problems with metal watch bands. Let me know what you think. You know, you may think I'm way off on this, and that's okay.